So today's video is going to be a quick makeup review on a palette from Kalon Cosmetics, and I'm also going to be showing you this tutorial on this look. It's very dramatic, very bold, sultry, and I am going to be doing some simple makeup looks for anyone who isn't into this type of look, or you just don't feel like doing this type of look and you want something more for every day or to go out. I'm definitely going to be having more looks on my channel using the palette that I'm going to show you right now. So this is their new product, their new palette. This is the Achelois Goddess Collection Volume 1. So this palette is pretty big. I mean, it's like the size of my head, and it's very heavy. It's really good. Like, the quality is there, and it comes with a mirror, a big mirror, so that's a big plus. And I love the symbol of the Kalon Cosmetics right there. I don't mean to blind you, but there it goes right there. So this is the palette, and it comes with 12 shades, and they're very different from your ordinary warm tone kind of eyeshadows that are out there. And I love that this pops out, so you can put them in like a Z palette or any other palette that's magnetic that you have in your collection. If you aren't aware of the name, Achelois basically is a Greek goddess who was sought out for healing and companionship. You can definitely Google the name if you want to look more into it. What I wanted to get into about the eyeshadows, they are all inspired by different variants of autoimmune disease. What I love that this company, Kalon Cosmetics, is doing with this palette is that they're basically trying to bring awareness to the beauty industry, to everyone, especially those who are suffering with an autoimmune disease. I myself suffer with depression, arthritis. You never know that the next person sitting next to you could be sick or it could be hurting. It is like something that is not talked about as much, and people may think it's something like it's not a big deal, but for us it is a big deal. And they are going to come out with more collections of the palettes, and they're going to focus more on other collections with like mental disease and physical and everything, and abuse as well. So I love that they're bringing awareness to a lot of things a lot of people are basically like taboo about, like they don't talk about it, and it's important to talk about it. Also, whenever you do purchase a palette, each palette, 20% of that will go towards an actual association. It's the actual American Autoimmune Related Disease Association. So I had to read that off the paper. And you can check it online. You can look them up. They do have a website. I'll have the website right here for you guys in the screen so you can see, and I'll also have in my description box as well. Let's get into the actual eyeshadows. So this is how the eyeshadows look, and it's pretty simple, and like it does go together from what I've seen. And I've been thinking about the shadows for a couple of days now, and I was just like, oh my gosh, when I swatched them, I was blown away by especially the shimmers. The mattes are great, but the shimmers itself, it's so pigmented. Like, you really don't need to like go in with your brush when it comes to these actual shimmers. I'll have swatches right here for you guys so you can definitely see how they look in the lighting here, because I did do the swatches on my Instagram, but I'm not the best swatcher. I'm just saying right now, I'm not the best swatcher. So here are the swatches, and I must say that the shimmers just blown me away. The mattes are beautiful, and I know that with the mattes that I tried on my eyes, the purples, I love purples, and the fact that the purple is so pigmented, I love it. And I'm going to play around with this palette a little more, and you'll see how they perform on the eyes. Don't take the swatches as how it will look on the eyes. And I noticed with this palette and the shadows, you have to build up the mattes, especially the shimmers. They just go on, you just pick up a little bit and it will be coated on your brush. The mattes, you do have to build them up. They're pigmented, but you have to build them up to the opacity that you want it to be, like how opaque you want them to be. And they are very, very bold. So this is something that anybody can use. Like, if you're into the golds and the silvers and everything like that, especially like this one right here, Lunar, like definitely pick this palette up. This palette, it has like a variety of different colors. Now I know you're like, there's no warm shadows in here. That's okay, because you know you can always get an actual warm eyeshadow from your single shadows if you have it, you know, an orange or like a brown. But this one has a brown, but this is like a chocolate brown. So if you're looking for like a warm, you know, you can definitely pick one up. Like I have, for example, right here that I could recommend. This one is the Kalon Single Eyeshadow in Desert Sun Matte. And that's how it looks. And this is like one of my favorites. Like this is my all-time favorite single eyeshadow that I can use in the crease every single day. If you have any recommendations on what shadow should I use, and in my next tutorial, let me know in the comments down below, or message me on Instagram in my DM, and I'll definitely get back to you as soon as I can. And yeah, let's just hop into the tutorial. I'm going to prime my eyes, and I'm using a concealer for this one. So I'm taking this Kalon Cosmetics palette. I'm going to take the first shade, is going to be Wisteria, and this is like a deep purple shade, and I'm going to pack that on into the crease, not all over the crease, but just like right where my eyelid folds. So I'm going to pack that on there with a shader brush, and don't be afraid that this is going to be the first color that we're going to apply it into the crease, because we're going to blend out everything, and it's going to come along, you know, as we're applying more shades. I'm taking a blending brush to blend out the harsh edges so that it's not gonna look too harsh, and then we're gonna apply a different shadow right above Wisteria. The next shade is Oracle, and I'm going to take this shade and blend it into where it's like right after Wisteria. So we're gonna put it right on top, and we're gonna make sure that it's going to merge and transition from the dark purple to the light purple. If you felt like you lost a little bit of that purple shade Wisteria, you can always go back and pack it on. So don't be afraid or feel like, you know, you should be upset about it or anything. This takes time, and it does take a lot of patience. So now I'm taking this black shadow from Colored Rain. This is in the shade Black Moon. And I'm taking a smaller shader brush, and I'm packing that right into the socket of my crease. And this is like a shade that is to just deepen up that purple Wisteria. So I'm going back in with the shade Wisteria to kind of put that right on top of that black, because when you blend out the black, it's going to look very, very muddy. But you want to deepen that purple, and in the palette it doesn't have a deeper purple than that besides Wisteria, so I wanted to give it more of a depth and more of a sultry look to this. You want to blend that out really good and make sure that there's like a transition and it's not just one color then to the next. I'm taking the shade Lunar and applying that right into the brow bone, and we're going to use this shade again in a little bit. I'm going to cut my crease area. I'm going to skip most of this because I've shown this many times in my previous videos. We're gonna leave the outer corner more of like on for the black shadow, because we're gonna pack that black shadow right there, and then we're going to do a transition to the shade Oracle. After you're done applying Oracle, you want to blend the black to the light purple. And then the shade Lunar, I'm going to take that into the inner eye, merging it with the shade Oracle. Make sure you blend out the edges so that it doesn't look like a harsh two different shadows. So you want to blend that out and make sure that it's kind of transitioning from the shimmer to the matte. I'm going in with the Crease liquid liner in Dating Joe Black. I'm going to create a wing liner. You don't have to do a wing liner, but I wanted to do one for this tutorial. And then I'm going to curl my lashes, apply mascara, and I'm going to pop on some false lashes. So for my waterline, I use the Marc Jacobs Highliner gel crayon, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not like it. It just kept gliding on, but it didn't stick. As opposed to my Urban Decay, it's creamy, but it dries down to matte and it does stay on for a very long time. But with this eyeliner, every time I kept smudging it to kind of put that black shadow on top of it, it just smudged off and disappeared. So I didn't really like it. I don't think I'm going to use it again. All the shades that we applied into the crease, I'm going to drag that to the lower lash line. And some of that Black Moon shadow, the black eyeshadow, I'm going to apply that right where the actual eyeliner is placed. I'm going to contour my face and then I'm going to bronze up with a different shadow. For blush, I'm using the Kalon Kosmetics blush powder in Pumpkin Spice. And I just pick up a little bit because it's very pigmented, so you want to be light-handed with this blush. And then I'm taking some of my face powder and doing like a veil, so I'm just blending out the harsh edges of the blush. For highlighter, I'm going in with the Kalon Kosmetics Illuminator in the shade Golden Glow. I'm picking up a little bit of this because last time I used this, it was very pigmented onto the skin, so I'm gonna build this one up slowly but surely. I'm also going to take that highlighter above my brow and I'm going to set my face with the Kalon Cosmetics setting spray. For my lips, I did go in with a lip liner by MAC. This is in the shade Strip Down. And then for the lips, I went in with Kalon Cosmetics lip lacquer in Seduce and Luscious. And I just blended out with a brush so that it can be a transition, like an ombre look from the light to the dark. This is the finished product. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. I will be having more videos soon using this palette. If you have any other requests, let me know in the comments down below. Like the video and subscribe, and also don't forget to hit that bell notification, and I'll see you guys in my next one.